Hello. In this video, we will show you how to remove, finish, and align the check socket. You will need the following materials and tools. The components that are included in the DVS kit, including silicone bonding agent, hand tools, and optionally, the Ottobock Betasil. Follow these next steps to remove the plastic check socket from the plaster model. Cut through the plastic according to your trim lines. Grind the surface over the valve dummy to just expose the slot for the screwdriver. Remove the dummy and apply compressed air through the remaining hole. This will pop the check socket off the plaster model. Remove the piston dummy from the plaster model. Close the opening in the piston dummy with plastaband or tape and insert it into the cylinder. This will keep the cylinder clean while sanding the contours of the socket. Screw in the valve dummy. To prepare the distal end of the DVS socket to receive the components, the surface is ground flat to expose the top of the cap screws. Important is to grind until just contacting the metal of the cap screws. Next, remove the valve dummies. Next, you will insert the snap bushings. The snap bushings are slightly conical, so the ring you see on one end needs to be inserted first. Apply a silicone bonding agent on the outside of the snap bushings to ensure an airtight socket. Using the small tube of grease provided with the DVS pump kit, apply a thin layer to the inside of the DVS pump housing, as shown. In addition, apply grease to the two O-rings on the valve housing. Be careful to get no grease on the duckbill valve, and insert as shown. Screw the valve bushing into the DVS housing tight enough to make a seal. To finish the assembly, insert the piston into the housing. Now take the fixation ring and tighten in the cylinder with the wrench provided. Notice the piston is down. In order to raise the piston to an acceptable place for donning, insert the liner, adhere the snap connection to the piston, and pull the liner out. This pulls the piston up. Now you need to apply the spacer plate and attach componentry so that the rest of the prostheses can be assembled. For the DVS, many prosthetic foot options are available. For this end user, a trios foot has been chosen based on his medical history. Add the foot with the necessary components and continue with bench, static, and dynamic alignment as you normally would. Before sending the end user home, make sure your socket is secured with Celicast, components are secured with Loctite, and set to torque specifications. When using the non-weight-bearing 4R220 = 1 pump, you need to attach the appropriate socket adapter, such as the tech plate.